We're now going to extend what we know about the area of a rectangle to the area of a triangle. In doing so, we're going to draw two different triangles that have a base length of 5 centimeters and a height of 3 centimeters. We'll then calculate the area of each triangle using some geometry. So to start, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just going to draw a right triangle for my first one. So I'll make a height of 3 centimeters. And then rotating that 90 degrees, I'll draw in a right triangle. And I'll draw out a side length of 5 centimeters. And then I'll connect those two lines. And now I have my first triangle. And I'll label the side lengths, and then I'll also put a little small square in the corner to show that it's a right triangle. So I had 5 centimeters up here and 3 centimeters here. Now I'm going to draw a triangle that's not a right triangle. So I'm going to come over and make a base of 5 centimeters. And then somewhere in the middle, I'm going to draw a height of 3 centimeters. So I've rotated my ruler 90 degrees, and now somewhere in the middle of that 5 centimeters, I am going to draw a line that's 3 centimeters high. And that top will be what I connect the rest of my triangle with. Okay, and I'll label this. So that height was 3 centimeters, and my base was 5 centimeters, and the right angle occurred where I formed that height. I now have two triangles that each have a base length of 5 centimeters and a height of 3 centimeters. To compute their area, I don't yet have a formula, so I'm going to rely on what I know about rectangles. So looking at this first one, I'm going to draw in red lines. And I can see that this forms a rectangle. So the area of that rectangle would be 5 times 3. So I can see pretty quickly that the area of my triangle, which I'll shade now that I've got that in there, is going to be half of the area of that rectangle. So, and let me call this triangle 1, and I'll call this other one triangle 2. So my area of triangle 1 I'll use A again, and that'll be 1/2 times 5 centimeters times 3 centimeters. So that'll be 1/2 times 15 centimeters squared, which will be 7.5 centimeters squared. Now I'm going to do something similar with triangle 2. Thinking of if this sat inside a rectangle. I'm going to complete out a rectangle with a red box. And I again should be able to see that the area of the triangle inside here is half the area of that rectangle. And given that that 3 centimeters is the height, it's also the width of the rectangle that surrounds that triangle I've drawn. So the area of triangle 2 is going to be identical. It's going to be 1/2 5 centimeters times 3 centimeters. And since I've just done that calculation, I'm just going to write A equals 7.5 centimeters squared. To summarize that, the area of each triangle is 7.5 centimeters squared.